Hey, what's up everybody? James here and I'm back with another video review for you. So, another Dark of the Moon review for you. Sweet. Okay, today I will be doing a review of a figure that in a previous review I wasn't too sure about, but I bought him and I have high expectations for him. Skipping to the point, today I'm doing a review of Transformers Dark of the Moon Deluxe Bumblebee. Whoa! This is actually a pretty cool figure. Yellow vehicle mode is actually it's actually more impressive than I had actually realized myself. If you give me a moment. There it is. Here's just a quick example. This is Battleblade's Bumblebee. It's not the one used in the review you had seen. This is a field custom that I had been working on for a while. But, let's go into the point. Here's Battleblade's Bumblebee. Here's Dark of the Moon Bumblebee. Look at that. Dark of the Moon Bumblebee is definitely more detailed. You know, front and back, I mean, like, look at that. The license plate on Battleblades, no detail at all. This has detail on just about a lot more than Battleblades. I just think Dark of the Moon is just superb. I have to say, this is pretty good. I highly recommend this figure. On one note, he's not just as impressive as the previous movie deluxes. For instance, here's the real Battleblades Bumblebee. No, actually, I'll bring him on later in the review. But skipping to the point, awesome figure. He rolls superb. Doors open up as well. And there's another feature. His windows can actually be folded up like this. So now you have the window effect. You can fold these down, and voila. And this was actually something I had partially mentioned, well, not Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, but the Windows technique I mentioned in the Hunt for the Decepticons Battleblades Bumblebee review, which you can go to in the hyperlink here. I'm not, you know, pointing at it directly. I'm just pointing in random error. But anyway, awesome figure, and here's his gun. This is actually a pretty big, and this is actually a weird thing. This is actually a pretty big gun for Bumblebee. And obviously its mech tech feature is it converts into a bigger cannon and back again. Out and in. Blah blah blah. Forgetting about that, on to robot mode. First off, fold out the doors and fold out these little panels, similar to Battleblades Bumblebee. Then go to the back, split it down the middle, take this, fold it up, and then fold this up like so. Okay, just checking. Okay, take the front of the car and fold it up again. Take it beneath where you can see his little head and fold this little bit up. Just push this little bit down, just to be sure. Then beneath, fold out his arms. Like so. Just rotate the arms around. Then fold out his hand. Fold out his hand. Okay. At this side, unpeg that little bit, this little bit, and then fold it all the way around. Fold this over and up. Okay, out. A little over again. Sorry. A little bit over and up. So then fold the foot, push the foot down and around, and well, you can also actually, well, there it is anyway. Fold this back and push the foot forward. Okay, push it all the way back, forward, and there. Go to here and fold this entire section down. Then push. Hold on, let me see if I got this right. Yeah, take this bit and just by holding on to the body, just peg it into place like so. Okay, go to the back and fold this bit around. Fold it around and in, so it's like that. You can do it any way you want. I just prefer to keep it like this, as it says in the instructions. After that, just fix Bumblebee up a little bit. Fold down his arms. Then try, if you're able to, just pull out his thumbs. Okay. One moment. There we go. And there you have Dark of the Moon Bumblebee in robot mode. Not a bad figure. I'll actually admit that. I've seen a few better ones. For instance, here's Battleblade's Bumblebee. I still have to say, I think Battleblade's Bumblebee is probably still one of my favorites. Dark of the Moon Bumblebee, not too bad, not too bad. I'll actually admit that. But putting Battleblade's Bumblebee aside, on to Dark of the Moon Bumblebee with articulation. Okay, so Bumblebee's head can go side to side, it can go 360, it can go up and down, but not by a lot, but it still can. His arms can go forward and back, in and out. It can bend at the elbow all the way up and straight down. So it's actually a lot more bendy. Well, it can bend a lot more. Then it actually pivots 360 at this little point just above the elbow. And then the hand pivots all the way in and out. The only problem is the thumb moves out by about a few millimeters, and then that's it. Shame. But moving on, he has waist articulation, which is pretty great. His legs can go forward and back and out. It can bend at the knee. It can rotate. It can pivot back and forth and 360 at this joint here. It can pivot all the way forward here and back here, and it pivots up and down at the foot. So a lot of articulation. The one thing I find a little bit, how should I put this without saying it weird, unattractive about Bumblebee, as I had mentioned in the Battleblade's Bumblebee review, is that his head looks like it's literally in his chest, and these bits here are pretty much sticking out a lot, to be honest. But by the way, these little panels, the windows, you can actually fold these up to give him a little bit more of a realistic look, is it? I don't know. But anyway, let's bring back Bumblebee's cannon. Here's its MechTech feature. Well, it's meant to stay in place, but it can't stay in place as good as Voyager, Optimus, and Megatron's, because you fold it all the way back. I think it's meant to just hold into something loosely held out, and it never holds for mine. I really think that's a bit of a letdown. But then again, the MechTech, transformation and the actual results at the end of it look pretty cool. So skipping on from that, to put it on a Bumblebee and to make it look movie accurate, put it on his right hand. So if you want, you can either fold in his hand or not fold it in at all. And then the little peg at the bottom of the gun here will peg into a small hole here. So, very simple, and there you have Bumblebee with his gun. Pretty cool, actually. It actually gives you a little bit of a realistic look to Bumblebee. One second. There we go. So there's a little bit of a blaster sort of effect. If you can, here's like a mega blaster sort of look. This is a very cool figure. Where I live, in most places it's £10. In the States, that may be $10 or something, I don't know. But listen to this. Where I live, I bought this for £4 extra. No, sorry, 5. In the UK, it's meant to cost £10 for this. Where I got it, which is just up the road from my house, it costs 15 £15. And if you notice in the description, sorry, pen dropped. Sorry if you hear other noises, family and stuff. I've bought 4 of these figures, which by the way are coming up in later reviews, and I'll give you a little heads up. Ratchet, Jolt, and Crankcase. They're all awesome. and I'm hoping to get 2 more, Sideswipe and Starscream. Maybe I'm hoping to get Shockwave as well, but granting that, you know, stuff like that will appear, blah blah blah. This isn't a bad figure. In the US it costs £10, UK £10, in the UK £10, where I live £15, which is an absolute in the UK, where I live, well, around where I live, it costs almost £15, which I think is an absolute outrage. But this isn't a bad figure. I would give it roughly an 8 out of 10. So, not a bad figure. Not a bad figure now. I will mention that if I just get him here, just as a quick little thing, here is Jolt. You know, Jolt actually is pretty cool as a Dark of the Moon character. Not as, I'll admit this, color scheme not as impressive as Revenge of the Fallen though. But anyway, okay, this is Night/2020 Jr. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more. Subscribe to my second channel, Blackhat2020 Jr. My second channel is probably going to be deleted soon because I barely use it, and what good is that? And like my stuff on Facebook by searching for James Linehan, and by clicking on any one or any result you get, you'll probably see a guy who looks like me. So, okay, that about wraps it up. See you all later and have a nice day.